Hi, my name is Utokia Langley, and I am a licensed real estate agent in Maryland, Virginia, and Washington, D.C. There are two things that I absolutely adore. That's cooking and real estate. So today, I'm going to share with you a recipe for corn pudding. This corn pudding is fantabulous. All of your friends and all of your family will love it, and it's very easy to make. There are only 5 main ingredients. Let me show you. The first ingredient is 1 cup of granulated sugar. The second is half a cup of all-purpose flour. The third is 3/4 stick of butter that I've melted down. Just zap it a little bit in the microwave. The fourth ingredient is 6 eggs that you can just put in a bowl and beat up. Make sure that it's really smooth. The consistency is nice and smooth. And then the last ingredient, we have 4 cans of corn. Now, 2 of the cans we need to be cream style. And then 2 of the cans need to be just your whole kennel corn. And what you want to do with the whole kennel corn is drain all of the liquid out. Okay, so this is really simple. All we're going to do is mix our ingredients in, but we want to do them in order. And there's a reason for that, and I'll explain as I go. So first we'll just dump in all of our corn, and all we're doing is just dumping them in. Now, when you're doing the corn, you can use fresh corn if you like. I'm using the can because it's quick and easy, but you can feel free to use the fresh corn. So I'm just dumping all of this corn in, dumping in, and dumping in. Okay, so the next ingredient that we're going to put in is going to be our sugar. And we're just going to pour that right on in. Make sure I get it all in there. We want all that good sweetness to come in. And what we're going to do is take a break and stir it up. So we want to make sure that all the corn, the cream, and the whole kernel corn and the sugar is nice and folded in before we move on to our next ingredient. Just keep stirring it. Okay. And you don't have to do that for long. Just, a few stirs would do it. So now I'm adding my flour. And again, I'm going to take a moment to stir that in to make sure that the flour doesn't get clumpy. You want to stir it in so the flour does not get clumpy. And again, you don't have to do it for long because this doesn't take much time to mix in with all of the other ingredients. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to pour in our eggs. Just pour them right on in. See how simple this is? I love recipes when all you have to do is pour it in. Okay, so again, I'm back to my stirring. Just stir it up and make sure that all of the eggs are nice and incorporated with all of the ingredients. You don't want them to be kind of floating on top of the mixture. You want them to be nice and incorporated with everything else. This is looking great. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, now our last ingredient is our butter. And the reason we're doing our butter last is because the butter is a little bit warm and you don't want it to start cooking the eggs or any of the other ingredients as we pour it in. So just pour that right on in. And I use 3/4 cup of butter, but if you're trying to lay off the butter, by all means, you can lessen the amount of butter. That's not a problem. Your cream corn will still taste just as buttery and sweet. So we're going to mix that butter right on in, make sure it's nice and incorporated. And guess what? Those are all of our 5 ingredients. So the last thing that I'm going to do is just drop a pinch of salt, just because there's a lot of sweetness in here. Just a pinch, not much. And just stir that in. All right. Okay, guess what? We are almost done. I'm just going to take some Pam and I'm going to spray a baking dish, okay, to make sure that our corn doesn't stick to the dish. And by the way, I put my oven on 400, okay, because we're going to put it into the oven at 400 degrees for about 45 minutes to an hour, or until the top is nice and brown and you see the butter just twinkling. Okay, so I have my mixture, and all I'm going to do is just pour the mixture directly into the baking dish. All right, look at that. That is gorgeous. Wow. Now this is going to look kind of runny initially, but after it cooks up, and it gels, it's going to be fabulous. And the taste, I can't even explain it. It is out of this world. All right, so now what we're going to do is going to take our baking dish with our cream corn mixture, and we're going to put it in the oven at 400 degrees, and we're going to let it cook for about 45 minutes to an hour or until golden brown, and then we'll come back and take a taste, okay? All right, so let's take this over here and put it right into our oven, right in the center. All right. Can't wait for this to be done. Okay, so that's going to take about 45 minutes to an hour. So until then, let's have a talk. Hello again. While our corn pudding is in the oven, I'd like to ask something of you. I am a licensed real estate agent in Maryland, Virginia, and Washington, D.C. So if you or someone you know is looking to buy, sell, or rent, please ask them to email me at utokialangley@gmail.com. That's UTOKIALANGLEY@gmail.com, or visit my website at www.langleyrealtysolutionswithans.com. Thank you so very much. Okay, I think our corn pudding is done. Let's go get it. Let's see here. Ooh, this is gorgeous. Beautiful. The perfect crisp, brown, and buttery. Oh my god. Oh, the aroma. I wish you guys can smell through the camera. This is just, whew. Okay. So the only thing left for us to do, of course, is to plate this and taste this. All right. Let's get a nice big scoop. Oh my god. Oh, this looks so good. All right. Let's give this a taste. Get a piece of that crispy top. Let's see here. It's kind of hot. Smells good. Oh my god. This is so good. Oh my god. You have got to try this recipe. Okay, well, it's really time for me to say goodbye because I need to eat the rest of this corn pudding. Thank you for spending your time with me, and I will check you out next time. Bye-bye.